What's happening, y'all? GBZed here. There were some new leaks that were just dropped on the forums, and I just wanted to talk about them really quick. We are in the middle of war right now, but I am in reserves, so I figured why not talk about the leaks. Um, so first off, here we have Anna and 5 star, and again, these are all unfinished, so not much we can really say about them other than that they're character models. She does appear to be a damaged character. Her health is actually pretty high for a 5 star. And her attack is absolutely very, very high as well. Defense on the low end, but again, that's just a 5 star. As a 6 star, you can see her right there. Anna, Road to Survival 1. Um, I don't know. It looks like she's gonna be a damage character, and that's gonna continue. Actually, you can see the attack stat, 1900 attack and 66 AP. The weapon, there wasn't a close up of her weapon, but I'm just looking at it. I don't know. But it's Anna's Nail Club. Um, yeah, it just looks like another damage character, and it's just by her character model. Defense is not too low, but on the lower end. Health is, on the average side, but her attack is just really high. Um, yeah, so that's Anna. All right, next up we have. Oop, sorry, a little technical difficulties there. But we have Andrea here. This is Roach Survival, and I believe if the translations are a little off, just let me know. Um, 5 star wise, she looks like she's gonna be a damage character only because her attack stat is really high, her defense is definitely on the lower end, and her health is actually pretty high. And you can see her 6 star, that kind of translates over, and she wrote to Survival 4, attack stat 1900, health pretty, I think it's above average, 1700 health, but defense on the lower end of only 1200, so 66 AP. It's looking like she's going to be a damage character. So, um, I don't know. The character models, kind of seem. I mean, to me, the character models just kind of seem a little redundant. But again, it's unfinished, so we don't know too much other than what we see here. So it looks like she's going to be a damage character. All right. This character is actually kind of interesting because the 6 star does have a unique weapon. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. Michelle. Hope I'm pronouncing the name right. But yeah, this character is probably going to be more of a support character. Obviously, you can see tank. Um, Attacks is really on the lower end. Defense is on the higher end, and health is actually pretty high as well for 5 star. And as you can see, the 6 star is there. And it says tank right there. That's their role. So attack again on the low end, which does make sense for a tank. 1600 defense. Obviously, for a tank it has to be high. 1700 health, which obviously has to be high for a tank. And this weapon looks kind of interesting. So basically, it looks like there's 30%. Oh, sorry. Minus 30% defense in that third stat. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. I think the translation might be off, but just let me know. Oh wait, actually no. It's I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong page. This is actually absolute defense, which is actually kind of interesting that this character actually comes with a weapon with absolute defense already on it. Um, I don't, other than Conrad, I don't think there have been any other premier characters that have had absolute defense on a weapon that's bound to them. So I mean, this is going to be kind of interesting. The fact that she already has absolute defense already on her. Yeah, definitely very interesting. I mean, maybe Scopely is taking notice, especially with that Romanov and how having taunt on a weapon to a character that has extremely low defense was probably not the smartest idea. So giving absolute defense to a tank actually makes sense. But I don't know. I mean, this is actually probably one character that actually makes sense, like in that aspect, like giving her a weapon that has absolute defense already on it actually makes perfect sense. As opposed to like giving her, I don't know, something like I don't know, like AP down or something like that. Because I mean, there's no really point in giving a tank AP down. AP down's okay, but it's not. It doesn't necessarily do like debilitate your team, like the way stun does or the way impair does. Even absolute defense, like it, you can't build up your rush and you don't do any damage. So, AP down doesn't really debilitate your team in any strong way. I mean, when it goes off, but you're still doing damage. Um, anyway, I'm sure you already know who this guy is, Carl, and it's looks like he's going to be some kind of healer or medic. Obviously, you can see the little health sign all the way at the bottom. So it looks like he might be some kind of healer, some kind of medic, which kind of does make sense. His attack stat isn't really that high, but he does have above average defense and really, really high HP. 1200 HP for a 5-star is really high. And as you can see, a 6-star. His role is going to be a medic, and 1500 attack, which is actually interesting. 1500 defense and 1800 health. So he can actually do a fair bit of damage. It would be kind of cool if he was like a hurt and heal, kind of like Kenny, kind of character. I think that would be kind of cool, if Carl was like that. But we don't know. So this is all just speculation. But I do think it would be kind of cool if he was like a hurt and heal, kind of something like Kenny, or maybe even like a Zachary. Zachary, the 4-star Zach. If you guys remember him. But he had his rush was basically he hit 3 tunes and he healed all teammates. I think with like 30 or 40% health, something like that. But it would be kind of cool if he had to hurt and heal because his attack stat is above average. So that would be kind of cool. And of course we have Eugene, and his role as a tank. Not much we can really say about him at this point. A green tank, I don't really necessarily see the need for a green tank only because of the amount of hard-hitting red characters that are out there. It kind of doesn't really make sense to have a green tank. I mean, that's just my opinion. I don't really know why you have a green tank with all the amount of hard-hitting red characters. Yeah, he has 1600 defense, 1700 HP, but I don't really see how a green tank would fit at all in this meta. I mean, I'm sure in the right team build, he'll work. And obviously, again, he's unfinished. We don't know what his adrenaline rush is. We don't know specialist skill, any of that active skill. We don't know any of that yet. But I don't know. I kind of don't really see the need for a tanker who would want to use a green tank. Especially like I said, with all the hard hitting reds and the Wanderer and Rose, were added to the leaks, and we still haven't even seen Lori's yet. So, that's just my personal opinion. I mean, with you have Red Governor out there, Andrea, Mirabelle. Andrea is out there too, but Mirabelle, Red Governor, who are free to play, and I don't know. I don't really necessarily see the need for a green tank or why the green tank would even exist right now. I mean, but again, he's unfinished, so we don't know. I'm just speaking on what I see right here. All right, and we have Spencer. Apparently, he was a war prize a while back. Let me know in the comments if you guys can confirm that. Apparently, he was a war prize. I don't know if it's the same Spencer that's going to be made ascendable. I don't know. I don't know if this is a new Spencer. I just heard that Spencer was a war prize. I don't know if it's the same Spencer. But it looks like this guy's going to be a damage character. 1300 defense, which is on a little bit on the lower end. 1900 attack. Again, a lot of these blue characters just have extremely high attack. With the exception of that Carl, who's like a medic. But his attack is above average, 1500. So, his health is kind of average, 1500 defense on the lower end. But yeah, again, he looks like he's going to be a damage character. All right, and we have Harlan, and this guy looks like he's going to be a medic, which is kind of interesting because, you know, again, 1500 attack, 1500 defense, roughly 1800 health. I don't know, interesting that, you know, medics have such high attack. Again, if he has like a hurt and heal, that would be kind of cool, but I don't know. If he doesn't have a hurt and heal, I don't really see the need for such a high attack. But again, I'm just going off the character model. It looks like he's going to be a medic, which actually would be kind of nice. But again, these probably are all going to be promos. And of course, we got Negan. This guy just is going to be looks like an absolute damage character. Defense on the lower end, average HP, but you know, 1900 attack. Again, you see the common theme here with all these blue characters, with the exception of Carl, who's the medic role, support role. You know, just hard hitting blues. And it looks like all these guys are going to be promos anyway. I don't know. I mean, it would have been nice if, you know, they had rolled out, you know, a new set of leaks, you know, that had some tunes that were already on the Ascendance list, the new one, but we probably won't be seeing any of them for a while, judging by the past way they've handled the Ascendance list. You know, we're still waiting for Lori. We waited for Red Governor for months. People, like, you know, were like up in arms, like, where is Red Governor? But yeah, it's very interesting. These leaks. Some of them don't really make that much sense. Like that green tank Eugene. I don't know why you, I guess, did a green tank. Kind of doesn't really make much sense to me. The only tune that really made sense here was that Mikel. I hope I pronounced. I don't know how to pronounce it, but she's probably the only tune here that kind of actually made sense in terms of her character model. They actually gave her a weapon that had absolute defense on it, which I thought was actually a smart thing to do, because, you know, she is a tank. So it does make sense to give them absolute defense, and I'm pretty sure people are going to pull for her only because, you know, it can be a pain in the armory, or it can just be a pain in the butt, you know, in the armory. So that's all the leaks, you know, so far. So let me know what you all think. If I did mess up any translations, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got. So hope you guys are doing well in war. Prizes are the same, you know, nothing, no changes really there. I would like to see some variety in prizes, but Scopely. So anyway, go ahead and smash the like button. Let me know in the comments things are going for you. Line and Twitter IDs are in the description. Message me if you have any questions or video requests. And of course, most importantly, the most important thing I could ask you guys to do, subscribe for more content. GBZed, out.